Let me remind you, Esther, if you don't rise, the nation of Israel will suffer. Let me remind you, Ruth, if you do not rise and you become discouraged, you will stop Boaz from having the children from who Jesus will come out from. Let me remind you, David, without you, there will be no city called the city of David. Let me remind you, Elijah, there is still a room for fiery prophets like you. Let me remind you, Abraham, many people's destinies are connected to your obedience. You cannot afford to give up now. Let me remind you, Anna the prophetess, nobody has seen you, but keep praying because Jesus needs to come. Remain that intercessor. Pray in the morning, pray in the afternoon, pray in the night. You may not be on social media, but keep doing your duties. Keep praying. Listen, and let me tell you something. Hear me. Our assignments are seasonal and our assignments evolve. So there are many of you right now, your real destiny is to be a prophet, but right now you are in the media department or the worship team. Don't graduate yourself and bring yourself because you are seeing visions. No, stay and serve until he blesses you, until you emerge. Philip was part of the people, and Stephen were part of the people who were anointed to serve tables. But because of the openness of their hearts and their prophetic destinies, there was more than a welfare grace on them. Eventually they evolved. Philip the evangelist, from serving tables, now went to Samaria in Acts chapter 8 and verse 5 and preached Christ unto them and was working miracles with power. Let me tell you this. For some of you, the reason why your destiny has remained stunted is because you are too big to start small. Too big to start small. How can I be a member of prayer department and that's all I do every week? Whereas in my destiny, I've seen that one day I will be praying even with the fathers. You will never get there if you cannot humble yourself to start small. How can I be in a welfare department yet there is a mighty prophet emerging from me? There is nobody who starts where you meet them in glory. They start usually in darkness and they grow as they evolve. David starts from the wilderness, killing the bear, the lion, feeding the sheep, and he's trained to not just become the shepherd but to become the king.